I have no idea what day we're on, but let's see. It should be 10? Sounds about right. I'm not sure. So anyway, for breakfast, I'm doing the tea that I did yesterday. And I have my water boiling. I have to figure out what else I'm eating because it's not going to be enough for breakfast, obviously. So I'm tired already. And it's only 7:30, so I have a half hour to figure out what I'm having for breakfast. Can't remember if I have one more. I don't have any pineapple left. And I haven't cut up my pineapple on the table yet, so I have no more mango left. So I have to come up with something on my own. Bummer. So anyway, I'll show you when I get my breakfast going, I guess. I'll start with my morning tea. And I have my breakfast. I'm having oatmeal all ready to go. So I'll get my tea stuff in here first, and I'll do my oatmeal. Stevia powder and my tea stuff. Let's see. There we go. Pour the water in. I'll let that sit over here. Let's see. I have my oatmeal. I already tempered my bowl and put a half a cup of oatmeal in there. I'm gonna put my spices in, then I'll put my water in. So I want some stevia in there. And I want my sweetener. Okay, some vanilla. I don't really have a recipe, I'm sorry. And then I'm putting in some apple pie spice because I can't find my cinnamon, so I think I'm gonna have to go buy some. Pantry challenge, I have to go buy cinnamon. I had a cinnamon thing and it's empty, and I know I just bought it, so I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, so I'll just put my water in there, and I'm gonna put my creamy dreamy protein in there when I'm finished. So. What is that? It's oatmeal. Okay. We have to leave in like 15 minutes. Oh, okay. You don't have to. I thought you wanted to go to like the library and stuff. Yeah, but I don't want to go. So if you don't want to go to the library, it's not a big deal then. You don't have to go.
We can go some other time.
Huh?
We can go some other time.
No more whining about it.
Come on, Joey.
Can you stay home with my Joey? So here's my breakfast. I have oatmeal with apples, and then I have a couple of pecans in here, and with protein powder, so, and apple pie spice. So it should taste like an apple pie, right? So anyway, that's my breakfast. So I made these green beans. I kind of threw together the recipe, and I completely forgot to film it. But it's bacon, green beans, onions, and then I put in some salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce, and then I'm going to sprinkle it with sunflower seeds because I want a little bit of a crunch to it. So that's what I put in there. Oh, and I also put some sweetener in there. I used, I make my own pure light or sweet, gentle sweet. So I made that I'm going to sprinkle the sunflower seeds on top, and I'm going to have a delicious lunch. So there you go. Finally made my lunch. Now that I ate my lunch, now the work has to start. Just kidding. Okay, I'm going to do my chicken broth first. And then I'm going to do my carrots. And hopefully I get them done by the end of the day. And if I don't, I won't. It's January, so I'm going to try at least once a week to have something that I can. And I'll show you. And this week it's going to be carrots and chicken broth. No, is it chicken broth? Is it turkey broth? It's turkey broth. It's terrible. I already forgot. I have no idea what I'm doing next week. We'll see. Because if I just keep going, I'll eventually get everything done. Although it's kind of a joke. My mom says most people, Michelle, most people put their canner away for the year when you're done with your garden. And then there's you. You don't ever put your canner away. And she's right, I don't, because typically in the winter and the fall is when I can up the dry beans. Like I'll can black beans, pinto beans, I don't always do lentils, but chickpeas so that I can make, you know, hummus really easy, or to just do a salad and stuff with the beans. So she's right, I never put my canner away. In fact, I have my canner on top of my fridge. I do put my steamer away, and I typically put my water bath can away. Those I don't use past harvesting typically, just because my pressure canner, you can meat, beans, what was the other thing? Like the butter and the milk and stuff like that. So I can do that all year. So those I use a little bit more often, but the I put my steamer in my steamers. I have two different kinds. One for canning and one for making juice. Those I put away because those I don't typically use all year. But I only use those in the fall. So those I can clean up and put away for a few months. But not my pressure canner. No. So anyway, let me get started with my broth because it's going to take a while and I really need to get going. All right, so I made this broth a couple of days ago. I intended to can it yesterday, ran out of time, didn't. So I have it all poured into my sterilized hot jars. And I wiped off the rims. And I will put the lids on in a minute. But I'm going to show you I have my canner all ready. It's my pressure canner. I forget what kind it is. Is it Mural? I don't remember. But I have my 2 quarts of water in there. And now I'm going to get my lids on. And I'll get it in the canner. As you can see, I have all of my turkey broth in the canner. Usually I put 7 in the canner, but today I didn't have quite enough broth to do that, so I decided I was just going to can it with this many instead of trying to find something to stick in there. So let's get my canner lid on. Now I'll get it. Let's see here. Come on. Sometimes it goes on very easily. Today is not one of those days. It's got a little locking mechanism and I don't have it in the right spot. There we go. It's way over from where I usually do. Alright, and then I put on, I'm going to start it. And then for my canner, it says to put the pressure gauge on right away, so it's on and ready to go. So now I just have to wait, I believe it's 40 minutes. If it's not, I'll let you know what it's supposed to be. So next I have my carrots. These are the carrots, my carrots from the garden, and I cut them all up. Yes, I have yellow carrots and orange carrots. I even have purple carrots in there somewhere. And I took my tea kettle and I put the hot water in here. This one I still have to add some water to. And then I'm going to wipe the jars off, put the lids on, and into the canner it goes. I already got my broth in and out, so let's get started. So everything's in the canner. I'm putting the lid on. Hopefully I can do better this time. There we go. Put my weight back on. Let's put the weight back on. Alright, now let's start it up. And I forgot to mention it was actually only 20 minutes. 20 minutes? 25 minutes for my broth, and I'm not sure what the carrots are. I'll let you know. Not sure if you can see this really well, but I'm putting in my water in the bottom of my Instant Pot. And I'm putting the squash that I just did in there. It's a pretty big squash, so it's gonna be fun trying to stick it in there. Let's see. This is the adult version of Freckles. Whatever it is. Tetris? There we go. I think I got it. And put on my lid. I believe it's 25 minutes. 25 minutes to cook up. Make sure I got that right. I never get that little knobby thing. Let's see if I can show you. Like right here. It's hard to get that right, so I think I got it. Let's turn it on. Directions say 25 minutes to cook it. So, there we go. Now, we'll be back in 25 minutes to see how it did. So I'm working on the squash soup, and I have my pan here with bacon grease. And I'm going to throw an onion in there. I'm going to start out my soup with apparently part of the thing of my squash. So this is one squash in there, and I have the onion I cooked up in my pot. I'm just doing this a little different from the recipe I normally make because I like to do it this way because I cooked this in bacon grease. It has not a lot, maybe a tablespoon of it was in here. But this way, I feel like it has a little bit more flavor. But we have that. I have coconut milk. It's that one that's from the Dollar Tree. And then, since I didn't have any celery, I'm going to use celery salt. So, garlic powder. I'm gonna put some salt and pepper in here. Pepper, some salt. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the broth in there, so hold on. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm going to So I made the squash soup and not the broccoli stuff because I'm tired and I don't want to make yet another meal. And I know I'll regret it tomorrow because I won't have anything to eat. But I mean, I'll have the soup, but I won't have anything for supper. So, oh well. Anyway, I'll show you the soup, what I'm having for supper tonight. And I've already tasted it and it's really, really good. Despite the fact that I didn't have celery. I actually used celery salt, and it's supposed to have nutritional yeast, but I can't have that, so I left it out. And I added like garlic powder. I think I put something else in it too, but oh yeah, the celery salt. So it's just a little bit different than it's supposed to be, but it tastes delicious. So if you haven't tried my table of threes recipe for the squash soup, you should try it because I've made this many times and I've loved it every time I've made it. So all right, I'll show you the soup. Okay, so here's my soup. I make it up and then I put it in these containers, and then I will take it out as I go to eat it. And I have enough for 6 servings. So we'll see if I actually get tired of it or not, because I still have some of my soup left from before that I'm freezing. So, but I wanted to make the soup because it's so good. But there you are, my supper. So this is what I did yesterday. These are all carrots, and then this is the bone broth. So I did 6 bone broth, and I don't even remember, it's like 16 things of carrots. So I'm not sure if I'll do any more carrots because my carrots, this was from my first box of carrots. I have another box of carrots, but they were fine. Like, they weren't turning funny, so I may just keep those a little bit longer because I like fresh carrots. I don't mind canned carrots at all. I just would rather keep them fresh if I can. So thanks for taking along with me for the day, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.